What's up, race fans? Joshua Kowalchuk here, coming at you with another week of some fantasy NASCAR advice. This weekend at Richmond, it's a little over a half-mile track, 400 laps. Stage 1 ends on lap 100, Stage 2 ends on lap 200, end of the race lap 400. A lot of laps, a lot of fantasy points to be had with laps led here. Kevin Harvick won the pole. Denny Hamlin lining up beside him in second. Both of these guys are extremely good drivers at this track. I'm giving the edge to Denny Hamlin a little bit. Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch are probably two of the best short track racers there are. But keep your eye out for Kevin Harvick. He's not going to give up the lead easy to Denny Hamlin. And we've seen in a couple weeks past, Denny Hamlin has been an alright car, but not the best car. So watch out for Denny Hamlin. He is last in the standings. He's going to do everything he possibly can to win this race. Martin Truex Jr. starts third. He's a very strong racer here, but he has 0 wins at short tracks, so I'm kind of fading Martin Truex Jr. this week. Ryan Blaney starts 4th. Kurt Busch starts 5th. Eric Almirola starts in 6th. All these guys are going to have a pretty mediocre day. They're pretty safe in playoff points. I don't expect any of these guys to push anything too hard. I expect top 10 days out of all these guys, but as far as winning the race, I don't see any of these guys winning the race. Keselowski starts in 7th. The guy's been phenomenal the last 3 weeks. He's been able to win without the best car. You always got to watch out for Keselowski, but I feel like this week he's going to be more conservative since he's already locked into the next week of the playoffs. Eric Jones got into a wreck last week. It hit Kevin Harvick. Just bad luck, really, for the guy. Dude's sitting in 15th in points. Expect a very strong performance, and I'm going to say a top 6 day out of Eric Jones. Kyle Larson starting in 9th. Won this race a year ago. Again, expect a very strong race out of Kyle Larson. He'll be up there contending for the win the whole day. Kyle Busch starting in 11th. Joey Logano starting in 12th. Both of these guys are probably, they're going to be up there competing for the win. Kyle Busch is said to have the best car of the weekend. He scraped the wall in practice, had to make some adjustments. He's going to end up starting last. Joey Logano has 6 straight top 6 finishes here. Very strong, will be competing for the win. Ryan Newman starts in 16th. He finished 3rd here a year ago. He's not in the playoffs this year, so I'm kind of fading Ryan Newman. I don't expect him to get too caught up with getting a top 10, fighting with these playoff guys. Matt Kenseth starts 17th. He was actually the pole sitter here the last 2 years. Very strong short race driver, or short track driver. Could surprise everybody with the top 5. Watch out for Matt Kenseth. Chase Elliott starts in 18th. The guy finished 2nd here a year ago. Always been a very strong short track racer. He's been looking in a bad spot, looking in, I think, 14th in points. The guy needs a very strong day. Starting in that 18th spot, there's a lot of fantasy production to be had with him. Jimmy Johnson starts in 21st. He's going to finish in the top 10. Jimmy Johnson needs a consistent day. He's sitting right on the bubble. 8 points back from Alex Bowman, or 6 points back. I feel Jimmy Johnson may be one of the safest fantasy picks of the weekend. Clint Bowyer starts in 24th. This guy was fast in practice. Clint Bowyer really likes his track. Yeah, them Fords have been really quick. Harvick started in 1st. A lot of fantasy value to be had with Clint Bowyer. I feel like you need to get him on your lineup. Austin Dillon starts in 26th. He needs a very strong day. Top 15 is possible for him. It should happen. Caution with Austin Dillon. A lot of things could go wrong with him. AJ Allmendinger starts in 28th. That's more of like a veteran type of, he finished top 10 here 2014. Hasn't had a great last couple of starts. Could be some value in AJ Allmendinger. Daniel Suarez failed inspection, so he ends up disallowing his 5th place qualifying time. Has to start in 38th. I'm all over Daniel Suarez this week. I feel like you got to fit him in your lineup and kind of center that lineup either around a Kyle Busch or Kevin Harvick or Denny Hamlin or something like that. David Reagan, same thing. He ends up starting either 39th or 40th. So David Reagan, he's been racing for a long time, has a couple of good finishes at this track. I feel like David Reagan has a lot of fantasy value to be had, so fit David Reagan on your lineup. He's really cheap. This week, I'm going with Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Clint Boyer, Daniel Suarez, David Reagan, and AJ Allmendinger. It's like it's a very, I don't know, safe, kind of mediocre lineup that should get us in the money. I'm going with more of a high cost profile because I feel like Kevin Harvick is definitely going to lead a big chunk of this race. So I got to put Kevin Harvick in there along with Kyle Busch. Joey Logano has been super strong here of late, and I expect a strong performance out of Joey Logano. Daniel Suarez, Landon Castle, and taking a shot with the guy Alan Day. He's an Israeli driver, second career start. Don't know what to expect out of him, but hey, it's a high risk lineup. So drop me a like, hit the subscribe button, and let's win some money this week, man. You guys have a good one.